In the winter of 1944, as the war raged across Europe, there was a bond stronger than the fear that gripped the hearts of men, the bond of brotherhood forged in fire. Ivan and Thomas were an unlikely pair. One from the harsh winters of the Eastern Front, the other from the far reaches of America's heartland. Yet, amidst the deafening roar of artillery and the cry of the wind, they found a bond that spoke louder than words. As the battle surged, it was in these moments of chaos that their loyalty was tested. They didn't fight for glory or medals, but for each other. Every life saved, every breath shared was a testament to their unwavering commitment. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, built on shared pain and laughter that could only come from those who had stared death in the face and kept going. It was in the darkest hour that true bravery revealed itself. Ivan's life was on the line, but the thought of leaving Thomas behind was inconceivable. Together, they were a force unstoppable, even against the tide of war. The war that had taken so much from them also gave them something invaluable, the will to protect and to stand for one another. In the moments when the guns fell silent, Ivan and Thomas spoke of simpler things. The homes they longed for, the families waiting on the other side. They found hope in each other's stories, a reminder that beyond the mud and blood, they were still men, not just soldiers. A promise of tomorrow, even when tomorrow seemed impossible. They knew that hope was as vital as food and ammunition. It was in those shared moments, a letter, a look, a quiet laugh, that they realized they were more than comrades. They were brothers. They were bound by something that no war could ever erase, a connection that whispered of survival, of sacrifice, of love. When the final offensive came, it was as if time stood still. Ivan and Thomas exchanged one last look, knowing that whatever lay ahead, they would face it side by side. A silent nod, a shared breath, and a final prayer before the storm. In the end, Ivan gave everything, a testament to the bond that war could never break. Thomas, holding the memory of their brotherhood, whispered a promise as the smoke rose from the battlefield. A promise to live, to remember, and to tell their story so it would never be forgotten. Brothers in arms, bound by sacrifice and the echoes of a war-torn world. Their story was one of courage and camaraderie, a reminder that even in the shadow of war, the human spirit prevails. Years later, Thomas stood before a cross on the battlefield, the wind carrying the whispers of lost brothers. And he knew, deep in his heart, that Ivan's sacrifice had not been in vain. Their bond would endure, carried by the memory of those who witnessed it and the stories passed from one generation to the next.